I want to read verse 25 through verse 34, ladies and gentlemen. And it says thusly, it says, and a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing better, but rather grew worse. And when she had heard of Jesus, came in the press behind and touched his garment. For she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of the plague. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned him about in the press and said, who touched my clothes? And his disciples said to him, thou seest the multitude thronging in thee, and saying, thou, who touched me? And he looked around about to see her that had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what was done in her, came and fell down before him, and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, daughter, thy faith has made thee whole. Go in peace, and whole of the plague. Amen. The word of the Lord is already blessed. I'm going to talk about it for a few minutes. Amen. The message entitled, ladies and gentlemen, private pain but public praise. I can tell this is going to be a long morning. Private pain but public praise. Friday when I was waiting on the guest pastor to pick me up to go to church. I was watching TV, and a gentleman by the name of David Copperfield came on the TV, and David Copperfield is a master illusionist, and I was somewhat really impressed with the show, being that I very rarely will ever watch something that has anything to do with magic. I noticed something in the show, being impressed with it. He did not make anything disappear. But what he did was he made things appear. Let me do that again. He did not make anything disappear, but he made things appear. And there's a moment that he paused in the show. And it was a teaching moment as he used magic and illusion to inspire the crowd. And everyone that walked into the show had been given a wristband. And they were under the impression that the wristband was for the giving account for their paid presence. And those who were given wristbands did not know that the wristbands happened to be part of the presentation. And during the middle of the show, he directs his support team to cut the lights out. And he asked everyone at the show to just lift your hands, and that had the wristbands on. Everyone lifted their hands, and through one of his illusionary methods, he made the word trust appear on the wristband. He says, I want everyone to keep your hand lifted up, because you have just demonstrated what trust is. And he says trust is the ability to lift your hand in the dark. Y'all so that he said trust is the ability to lift your hand in the dark, in the dark, sitting next to people that you don't even know. The ability to trust is the ability to be in the dark and still be able to reach for something. I've already preached. Since you've already taken your summon X, I can go and take my exit. A certain woman, the Bible says, a certain woman, in the text demonstrates what trust is when you reach for something. In the context of, for those of you that have read this about 1,000 times, in the context of her debt, her disconnection, her disassociation, her discomfort, and her deficiency, she still managed to reach for something. And the story says that she reached and grabbed the hem of his garment. Y'all dull over here. Something changed on the inside. One thing that is consistent in the story through all the synoptic writers, they do not disclose what sickness she really had. But they do reveal one thing. They do reveal the fact that she had an issue of blood. Now the text says that she's struggling with this issue. And the problem with that is bleeding is not the sickness. Bleeding is just the sickness. All right, y'all waiting on Christmas. Oh, have mercy. But bleeding is just the symptom. And we don't know what the sickness really is. We just know what sickness, what she had caused her to bleed. And no one understands the source, don't nobody understand the cause, but there's one thing that we do know is that she is sick. And we cannot honestly say it had anything to do with anything mystical. All we know is that she's been bleeding and it's been going on for 12 years. I wish y'all act like I ain't in the Bible. Right here. She been sick for 12 years. Lord have mercy. Ain't no sense y'all getting caught up with her. Some of y'all in here been sick for 12 years. One thing that we do know, we do know about any type of bleeding. If you don't stop it, it'll stop you. Whatever you're bleeding with, you have to stop it and tend to the bleeding. And maybe we're not privileged to know the source of the bleeding because the writer of the text, by the leading of the Holy Spirit, wanted to highlight the effects and not the cause. Can I do that again? He wanted to highlight the effects and not the cause. Well, the effects can be worse than the cause. Many people today are struggling with the effects of what happened. One day or one night, years later, you may be over what happened, but guess what? You still got the effects. I got some folk in here, some stuff happened to you 20 years ago, and you still mad. Lord. And the effects is dangerous. Because I want to deal with somebody here this morning, because you can't go forward until you deal. And by chance, if you're sitting here wondering why stuff has not gone well with you because you never dealt with the effects. You got to deal with the effects somewhere in your life. I love it when I see maybe somebody, I can get over it. No, you can't. You got to deal with the effects of some crazy stuff that has happened in your life. Come on, talk to me here, people. With you. Anybody here ever had some stuff that happened in your life and you still got some ricochets from it now? Lord have mercy. I really could stay there and preach, man. I got some effect folk in here. The reason why you can't speak to some folk, because somebody didn't speak to you in high school. Only reason why you can't sing in the choir, because they didn't let you make the Pepsi part. Everybody can't deal with her. Lord, sometimes leaders can't be committed because guess what? Everywhere else they tried to lead, they were a failure. You have to deal with the effects of everything that happened to you in your life. Let me find some divorcees in here. All right, wrong church, I'm sorry. Y'all too holy for me. You can't go forward because guess what? You still dealing with the effects of the last relationship. That's why you so opinionated about everybody else, because you hadn't gotten over what you went through. All right, help me preach it in here. Well, okay. Deaconess, y'all was just up here talking, y'all say amen. I don't need y'all to look cute right now. I got the mic. Come on, help me. I want to tell you something. I must move on because Jesus can cure even when you don't know the full reason why you're going through it. Okay. So the theological, the theology that's tucked in this story is that this is a result of a certain woman, which could be any woman in this place, who was able to have what she wanted, but one of the things that she needed to do was to be able to reach out. And the problem with many of us, when we deal with failure, we stop reaching out. Your failure for 12 months have been because you chose not to reach out to somebody that could help you. If you got the ability to look past your limitations. Oh, Lord. All right. Deacon Shaw ain't like a deaconess. Don't pull it. I'm already tired. Don't pull that bullshit on me. What about when you realize I got limitations? And anybody can tell the truth that you know you got some limitations. All right, I got the wrong crowd. Is there anybody over here know you got some limitations? I know I got somebody over here know you got some limitations, but you got to be able to look beyond your limitations. Let me get my older crowd in here. There's some stuff you can't do even if you want to do. Y'all kidding me? Talk about the Lord changed me. No, time changed you. You can't stay up as late as you used to stay up. Let me find that crowd that used to go to bed when you was young at 9 o'clock. Have you noticed that you start going at 6 now? Some of you babies can stand up and go to sleep. Limitations. You can't move like you used to move. Lord have mercy. I got some babies in here, guess what? They used to have a swag when they walk. Now they wobble when they walk. Zeb, come on here and talk to me, baby. You just can't make it now. Lord have mercy. Your knees hurt. Your bunions hurt. Your back hurt. Everything hurt. And didn't nobody bother you last night. Jesus. Maybe I gotta get out of here. Jesus. Got the power to change the situation. Even when you don't see him change. He can change anything in your life. Even when you have limitations, he becomes the majority. This lady had a private pain. And one of the worst things in the world is to come to church and have a pain and don't nobody know what you're pained with. Lord have mercy. But you. Can I just stay at home and preach this morning? I got some babies in here hurting. And guess what? Some of y'all won't even say amen because you don't even want nobody else to know how bad you are. This woman had a private pain. And if we're going to ever stop the bleeding, we got to first of all realize the consequence. The text outlines the consequences of the bleeding, and the first consequence was a social consequence. She's struggling with hemorrhaging, abnormality of bleeding, and matter of fact, guess what? If you read the Leviticus account, she was considered to be ceremonially unclean. In case if you ain't read it, let me just brief you on it and I'll go home. And if a woman had an issue of blood many days out of the time of her separation, or it run beyond the time of her separation, all the days of the issue of her uncleanness shall be as the days of her separation, she shall be unclean. Y'all ain't never read the Bible, so listen to me. In every bed where she lied, all the days of her issue shall be unto her as the bed of her separation. And whatsoever she sitteth upon shall be unclean, as the uncleanness of her separation. And whosoever toucheth those things shall be unclean. I know I got more than one person read this. And shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in some water, and be unclean even until. And Lord have mercy. And one of the most dangerous things is not be able to socialize with folk. And one of the things I've discovered, Charles, and guess what? Many of us lack socialization skills. I know a whole lot of folk can't get along with nobody. And let me help you with something going into 2019. Perhaps you ought to practice getting along with some folk. Can I get a witness? If you ain't speaking in December, I pray to God that you learn how to speak in January. Stop walking around and talking about, I don't need nobody. Come on, help me out. Yes, you need somebody. You need them. You may have a flat down the street, and the same person that you said you don't need, you may need them. Can I get a witness? You don't never know when you need somebody in your life. I made up my mind. Guess what? I'm speaking to everybody. You don't like me? I'm still speaking. Good morning. How are you this morning? God bless you this morning. How's your sister? How's your dog? How's your kid? I'm still speaking. Even if you don't want to speak, I'm speaking morning, noon, evening, and night. I'm speaking the next day. How you doing? Good to see you. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I can tell y'all ain't speaking to nobody. Boy, you better learn how to speak. Y'all better cut that foolishness out. Learn how to speak. If they don't speak back, you just speak. Hey, baby, you sure look good. That's a nice hairdo. You working them shoes. I gotta go home. Oh, Barbara over here, she wasn't speaking this morning. I said, girl, you looking kind of Christmas. Why ain't that listening? She had some physical consequences. See, when you're sick, you as much as you want folk to come see you really don't want them to stay long. Because when you sick on the inside, it makes everything outside of you feel bad. Y'all gonna help me in here? You can have the flu and don't want to be bothered. Please don't have an ingrown toenail. Y'all ain't saying that here. Y'all too rich in here. Man, when you're feeling bad on the inside, man, it's hard. You don't want to put on your best clothes. You ever just felt bad on the inside, and what you used to look cute in, you don't look cute in that day? All right, y'all have fun in there. That's how I'm going to preach over here in a few minutes. Then the other thing, there was some generational, there was some generational consequences. If you read the story, and Mother, y'all ain't talk to me all morning. All right, okay, y'all. Boy, this is a hard December. The story started. It wasn't a certain woman's story. The story started with Jairus. I can tell y'all that never did. The Bible said when one day Jesus was passing over again by ship unto the other side, all these people showed up and they was nigh unto the sea. Behold, there come one of the rulers of the synagogue. His name Jairus by name, and when he saw him, he fell at his feet. And he saw him greatly, saying, guess what he says? My little daughter lieth at the point of death. Look at me. He's talking to Jesus, says, I pray that you just come and lay hands on her, that she may be healed and she shall live. I need to pick up some pants here. One of the things that you've been doing, you're bringing your child to the altar. But the thing that you have not been doing is asking God to lay hands on her. See, you think that all I need to do is bring it to the altar and drop it. But guess what you need to do? You got to ask God. God, lay hands on my child. Come on, talk to me. You ever seen your mama get mad at you? And she called you by your whole name? Come on here. John Ray Robinson. Sally Sue Mitchell. She don't say nothing about no salad. She said salads. That's when you know she mad. But here's the problem. Guess what? I don't care how you scold your child. There comes a point that you got to bring them to God and tell God, lay hands on my daughter. Lay hands on my son. Come closer. Even if they out of town and ain't in your house, you better tell God, God, wherever my child is, come on, God, lay hands on my child. How many babies in here know your child needs some hands laid on them? Matter of fact, guess what? God will be a little bit better with your child if you let him lay hands on you first. Can I get a witness? If